Okay, so here I am in the live demo, and I'm in IBM Connections now, and this is where it all starts out. I'm in my activity stream, and I'd like to make a new status update. So here I'm typing in the integration of IBM Connections and iComply allows Connections to communicate with Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter in a low-risk compliant manner. So that's my post, and I will click Post in IBM Connections to send it to IBM Connections. And you can see that it's sent. Okay, so now I've logged into iComply, and I've logged in as James Person, and James has a Facebook, a LinkedIn, and a Twitter account, as well as a Facebook company page associated with his iComply login. My activity stream's here, so that's like a combination of all the feeds from Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter on the right here. But let's go into settings, and I'll go into the IBM Connection settings. And this happens automatically, but I'm going to force a poll, so I'm going to make it connect to IBM Connections by pressing this Poll for Status Updates button. And I've done that. And now it's gone out and retrieved information from IBM Connections. Okay, great. So still inside of iComply, if I click on the queue, you can see here that the post that I made in IBM Connections is actually here in the queue. And I'm logged in as a regular user, so I really don't have authority to approve this and post it to the social networks. But we can see here that it's destined for Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, should it be approved. Okay, so now let me open Lotus Notes, and I'll show you the embedded experience. It's really cool. So as a result of that post that went into Connections and got read into iComply, the rules in iComply determined that this post needed approval. And it actually emailed me, now I'm logged in as the administrator, about this approval that is needed. So if I open up this email message from iComply, you can see it renders a rich embedded experience, and it shows me that there is this post waiting for my approval. It's in pending status, and I can actually interact with the application right here. And by clicking Approve right here, I can actually send the post from IBM Connections to Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter simultaneously, thus integrating IBM Connections with the external social networks. And you can see that just happened, and now those posts are actually on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And it's a very low-risk proposition because the compliance engine is able to look at these posts and make sure that they are compliant before they are sent out to these social networks for public viewing. Okay, so let's go back to the browser, and we'll actually check them out in the social network. So here is the queue in iComply, and you can see that post is gone, so it was approved. Now let's actually go to Facebook, and you'll see here on the corporate page and on James Person's regular page, the post from Connections is actually here in Facebook. So start out in Connections, now it's here in Facebook. That was really the whole point. Let me refresh LinkedIn, and you'll see here it is in LinkedIn as well. So it's in LinkedIn as well. And Twitter, I will refresh that. And here it is in Twitter. So the post started out in IBM Connections, and it went through an approval process using an embedded experience in IBM Lotus Notes, and really was read using the REST APIs, and now went through the compliance engine, so we were sure it was compliant and it didn't have any bad words and so on. Got approved with the embedded experience, and here it is in all the social networks. Okay, so before I finish the live demo, I'll show you one more really cool embedded experience in Notes. So I'm back to Notes Mail here, and I have a sidebar widget. And you can see that the approval capability also exists here in the sidebar widget. So all the posts that come through the compliance engine and that are waiting for my approval not only get emailed as we saw before, but they show here in the queue and I get an embedded experience using the sidebar directly inside of Lotus Notes, allowing me to approve or reject these posts from IBM Connections, sending them out to the public social media if it's appropriate. So there it is. It works, and IBM Connections, using various IBM technologies and embedded experiences, etc., is now integrated with the public social networks. Hi there, my name is John Carini, and I'd like to show you some great new integration we have between our iComply social media compliance software and IBM Connections. So I'm in IBM Connections now, but let me jump over to iComply. And you can see here in iComply, I can interact with multiple social media sites. So I'll put a post in, IBM Connections integration. Okay? And I will send it to my corporate Facebook, my LinkedIn, my Twitter, and I will also send it to IBM Connections. And I will click Post. And this is a social media compliance platform. So everything I post needs to go through an approval process. And for the sake of this demonstration, I will manually approve my post, but typically the post would be approved by an administrator or compliance officer. So here it is waiting in my queue for approval, and I will click Approve. And you will see it comes off my screen. And now if I go to IBM Connections and refresh my screen, you will see that that post now appears in IBM Connections. If I go over to Facebook, you'll see something similar. If I refresh the screen, the IBM Connections integration post went out to both my personal and corporate Facebook page, as well as LinkedIn and Twitter. What's really cool as well is within iComply, you can actually schedule these posts. You can put attachments in with them. You can actually supply pre-approved content that your organization can then use in a mass basis. So this is our new piece of integration. There's more to come. I hope you like it, and have a great day.